people who haven't yet heard the epic story of how you joined AC/DC, can you just remind us of that?
Yeah, well, I was just working up in Newcastle with Geordie, a local band, and I got a phone call from London, and this was after Bon Scott had passed away, a couple of weeks after Bon Scott had done his thing, you know, and they just asked us to come down for a bit of a blow them, and I went down, and I'm not going to tell you the whole lot again, guns and whatever, but I did a Hoover advert while I was down, and I was more chuffed about that than getting the job at the thing, because it was readies in the hand, you know. That was it.
So has your lifestyle changed a lot since then?
Oh yeah, I come to all the best clubs. Yeah, not really. It's I suppose it's changed a bit because you know you get the little toys you've always wanted. You know, like you get a nice car, and but apart from that, you know, if you can still come back to Newcastle and see the lads and all, what are you laughing at?
You mix with a different crowd of people now, though, quite a lot of the time, I suppose.
Well, not really. Yeah, you just mix with more people in the business, you know, and they're the ones you got to watch. Because I never said hello before that, and then I want to say hello now, you know, you got to watch them.
There must be some characters around. I mean, people in some of the rock bands, you know, like the Van Halens and people like that.
Well, there's, I think a lot of people, you know, they set up an image. Like there's Twisted Sister, who are good friends of mine, and they've got the most outrageous image in the world. And they don't drink, they don't smoke. You know, I'll get to church on Sunday morning, and when you see them on the stage, you know, they're just, I think they're the craziest blokes in the world. And I thought, you know, straight as dies, you know.
Do they have any problems understanding the accent?
Well, I think it's great. And they didn't understand me father when he met the man. But I think you just tend to tone it down a bit, you know, when you're away. You got to. I think when it first happened, you know, in the first sort of year, that, you know, because you were playing the clubs 1 minute and you were so available, you know, and you could see him most of the time, and then, you know, you're gone away. And I think the media build you up to more than what you ever were. And what I do all the time is try to fight down that image every time I come back, you know, because there's nothing worse than people thinking you're a snob or, you know, whatever, just because you're in a band, you know. So it's funny, you know.
Do you get out to see many bands when you're around Newcastle?
I do. I see a lot of bands, mainly because I know them all. I know all the lads in the bands. And but I've noticed this year, because I've been away for the last 2 years, as you well know, and there's a lot of great new bands coming up. Somebody mentioned the other day a band called She. They're amazing. There was Sergeant, another band, Rough Justice, all these bands that I want to go and try and watch them, you know, because they're supposed to be good.
Why is there always such a lot of good rock bands come out of the North East, do you reckon?
I don't know, I think it's basically because there's always been less work up here than anywhere else. And music's always been the escape, you know, and everybody wants to get into music to get them away, you know, to break away from it. That's what I think, anyway.
Gangsters, that's where he started first.
That's not cool for them, you're not supposed to tell them.
You started with singing, that's where you started singing, isn't it?
Aye.
So I see where you got the gravel tones from, anyway.
Aye.
It's funny because you got quite a deep speaking voice, but you sing fairly high, don't you?
Aye, well, I've got a good tailor. Aye. That's, I don't know what it is. I think it's just, I think I feel the music, especially rock and roll. I've always loved it because of what it is. You know, like wild, just breaks away from everything, and you're never worried. And I always use my voice as a part of the group rather than being a singer. You know, rather than just stand out the front. You know, here I am, you know, I'm gonna sing.
I took a look inside your bedroom door. You look so good lying on your bed. Well, I asked you if you wanted any rhythm in love. You said you wanted rock and roll instead. Well, just turn on the future, forget about the past.
awful lot of North East bands have to play the clubs, as indeed did at the time. Do you think that's a good thing for most bands, or is it a bit soul-destroying to do it?
It is soul-destroying for bands who want to do their own stuff, and then they realise they cannot. There's one band who've been doing it for years and who are very, very good at it. That's the Piranha Brothers. Everybody will know them. And I could give them 10 out of 10 from like vitality they got on. They must have been doing it for years. They're still going. They're still great, you know, very professional. And but after a while, even they must be getting a bit, you know, a bit cheesed off with the fact that they want to expand a bit more, you know, because it is such a small area and everybody's got cars now. You know, everybody can dash to clubs 15, 20 mile away. And, you know, like, it doesn't matter how much you like a band, you will get sick of watching it and you'll get something else. And I think the bands up here are aware of that.
How different does it feel, though, going from a workman's club like this to a massive stadium?
Well, I tell you what it is, it's harder to play a working man's club than it is to play Madison Square Garden, because you can't see anybody in Madison Square Garden. In a working men's club, you can see them. And boy, can you see them, some of them sitting and they're just doing like it, you know, they're doing like it. Yeah, you play it to a whole different age, you know. The good thing about Madison Square Garden is there may be 40,000 people in there, but they've all paid money to see you. So you know they're gonna like you anyway, you kind of feel really.